What's up, people? Alright.
So, just gonna do this real quick. Just gonna run through some of these even problems, because your problems are gonna be the odd ones. So I'm just gonna run through as many of these as I can in the next 10 minutes, just to give you something to look at if you need to. So nothing major. If you know what this crazy song is today, you can get up and shake your booty around a little bit while you're doing some math. And you can send me the name of it and the artist. You got to send me the name and the artist of the song. Alright, and you can get your little extra credit if you'd like it. And if you're watching, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're safe. Hope you're healthy. Alright, let me shut this down. We're going to get right to it. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to do the even ones. Of course, our like terms here. I'm going to hunker down on this a little bit closer so y'all can see them a little bit better. Alright, let me clear it up. Alright, so in number 2, all those have u, so they're all like terms. So that would be 8 plus 2 is 10u, and then 10u minus 3u would put me down to 7u. Okay, 7u for number 2. All right, and number 4, I got my w's, so negative 21w and 3w. If I put them together, again, those are different signs, so I got to subtract them, take the sign of the bigger number, so that would give me negative 18w. And then of course I got my 5 minus 1, or 5 plus negative 1 if you want to change it. Either way you get plus 4. Okay, so that'd be negative 18w plus 4. Just real quick, just remember, if those don't have a number in front of them, you can put a 1 in front of all those. Okay, so remember, you can write a 1 in front of any variable. It's just a plain old variable. Alright, so then over here is where I start seeing my subtract signs. So I'd make that a plus negative, and that a plus negative, and I'm also going to put a 1 in front of it. So I've got negative 3f, and a negative 1 would... But that would give me negative 4f. Alright, but then I've got this 1 out here. So I've got 1f plus negative 4f. Alright, so since those have different signs, I have to subtract them and take the sign of the bigger number. 4 is a bigger number than 1, so that would give me negative 3f. And then my constants I've got left, of course, are these. I got 2 plus 1, and 2 plus 1, of course, is 3, so that would be negative 3f plus 3. Alright, come down to number 8. I got an h with no number in front of it, okay, no coefficient, so you can put that to have a coefficient of 1. Then I got 2 subtract signs there. I'm going to do additive inverse to that one and additive inverse to that one. And so now I'm going to put my like terms together. My like terms are 5h and negative 6h. Again, they have different signs, so I'm going to subtract them, which would be 1h. Take the sign of the number that's bigger. 6 is bigger than 5, so that's negative 1h. And then I've got a 1h over there. So what happens with the 1 and the negative 1? Oh, they cancel out, so all of the h's are gone. Or you could put those two together to start with if you wanted to, and say that's 6h and 6h and negative 6h. They all cancel out. So don't write down 0h, okay? Don't write down 0h. It's just 0. It's gone. They disappear. They're canceled out. So the only thing you got left is the negative 3. Okay, so for number 8, it is just negative 3. Alright, now we get down to some of these that have some distributive property in them. Alright, so here's where the thinking's got to go into effect. Start here, I'm going to put a 1. Here, make that a plus negative on the subtract sign. Here, go make that a plus negative on that subtract sign. So put a 1 in front of the ones that don't have a number, put that coefficient of 1, then additive inverse there and there. Negative 2 times b is negative 2b. Negative 2 times negative 2, a negative times a negative is a positive. So I now have 1b plus negative 2b plus 4. So I'm just going to put my b's together. 1b negative 1b, and then the only constant I have left is plus 4. Alright, so that's all that. Negative 1b plus 4. When you type it in, don't forget to put your space on either side of the plus sign. I know I didn't do a very good job putting any spaces there, but when you type it in, make sure you put the space on the sides of the plus sign. Alright, let's go to number 12. 5 times g, 5 times 2. Okay, I'm doing my distributive property there. And then I'm going to take that right there,
and make that a little plus negative. Do my little additive inverse on that. Okay, so I got negative 8 plus 5 times G is 5G. You got a 5G network. 5 times 2 is 10. And then, of course, I've got the negative 2 from right there. Alright, so the only term that's got a variable on the end is just this 5G. So, don't have anything to combine it with, and I'm done with that. Negative 8 and negative 2 give me negative 10. And negative 10 plus 10 is 0. So, all of the constants cancel out. You don't have to put a plus 0 on there. Please don't put a plus 0 on the end of that, okay? Just type in 5G, and that's all. Alright, we got time to do a few more yet. Let's take down to 14 here. First thing I look for is the subtract signs, and I see a couple. Excuse me. That's a plus negative. That's a plus negative. 4 times y is 4y. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Then I'm just copying down the plus 9 and the plus negative 3y. Okie doke. So I got the 4y. I got the negative 3y. So 4 plus negative 3 is just 1. So I'm done with them. That's 1y. Negative 12 plus 9 is negative 3. So it'd be 1y. You can type it in 1y plus negative 3, or you can type it in y. You don't have to put the 1 in front of it if you don't want to. You can do y plus negative 3, or you can just type in y minus 3, or 1y minus 3. So there's 4 different ways you can put that one in. I don't care which way you do it. They're all fine by me. So make sure the old man types in all the answer choices for that one. So if you got any of those other ones, you know, you can put it in any of those ways. It's fine. All right, let's blast our way down through here as fast as we can. No distributive property. Okay, but I do see a subtract sign right there. So negative 11x. But if I add those two together, 3x and 8x, that's 11x. So if I add those, if I have negative 11x plus 11x, those cancel out to a 0 pair, so they're gone. And then I got 4 and negative 4. They cancel out to a 0 pair. So on that answer, just put in 0. Don't put in 0x or 0x plus 0 or any of that jazz. It's just 0, period, over with. Okay, 18. Looking down through here, I see some subtract signs, so I'm going to make that a plus negative. And I'm going to make that a plus negative. And I'm going to make that a plus negative. So again, doing additive inverse on all the subtract signs. And then let's do our distributive property. Negative 20 times g is negative 20g. Negative 20 times negative 1, a negative times a negative is a positive. Alright, let's see what we got here now. So I got 19g and negative 20g. So 19 and negative 20, again, they're different signs. So you want to subtract them, which would give you 1g. What's up, g? And then take the sign of the bigger number, which of course negative 20 is a little bit bigger than 19, so that'd be negative 1g. Alright, got the g's out of the way. Then I also have an h here. Alright, so I'm going to stick that in there, go in alphabetical order. Okay, so negative 4h. Don't have any more h's other than that I see. So I'm done with that. And then I've got 4 and 20. Oh, hey, it's one of my favorite numbers. So you got to add the 24 on the end of that. So that one is negative 1g plus negative 4h plus negative 24. Okay. Now, here's one where the number is at the back instead of being at the front. That's why they put it back here. Same situation going on. You're still going to distribute the negative 3 even though it's at the back. Okay. I'm going to make that a plus negative right there. And I'm going to make that a plus negative right there. Alright, so negative 3 times negative b, a negative times a negative is still a positive, so that's 3b. And then negative 3 times 8, negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. So I got 3b plus negative 24 out of there. Let's go ahead and combine some of this other stuff. So I got 6b, 3b, and negative 10b. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Alright, so I got that out of the way. Now, if I got to add 9 and negative 10, again, those are different signs. 10's bigger than 9, so that would be negative 1b. And I got all the b's out of the way. Now my constants are negative 24 and 12. So if you do negative 24 plus 12, again, those are different signs, so you subtract them, which is 12, but you got to take the sign of the bigger number, and that'll give you negative 12. Okie dokie, that brings us down. It looks like I got time to do one more, so I'm going to go down here and do the word problem about Sal. Alright, it says Sal has scored G goals this season. Ben has scored 4 times as many goals as Sal. Chun has scored 3 fewer goals than Ben. And you're supposed to write an expression that represents how you get the total. Alright, so Sal is G. Ben has scored 4 times as many as Sal, so that would be plus 4G, because 4 times as many as Sal, okay, would be 4G. Chun has scored 3 fewer goals than Ben, so plus, and then Chun would be 4G minus 3. Alright, so G is for Sal, 4G is for Ben, because he scored 4 times as many as Sal, and then Chun is 3 fewer than Ben, so Ben was 4G, so if you do 3 fewer than that, that would be 4G minus 3. Got to put a 1 here in front of the one for Sal. 1 plus 4 plus another 4, that's 4, 8, 9G, and then the only constant I've got, of course, is minus 3, so you can write it like that, or you can do 9G plus negative 3. Either one of those is perfectly fine. Alright, so there's your quick little hitter on some of the even ones. Hope you guys have a great day. Email me if you got any questions. Feel free to let me know. I'll be glad to try to help you. You're doing the odd ones, so good luck on the odd ones. If you want your little extra credit, send me the name of the song. Hey! You know the rest of it. Later. Peace.